I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade pizza using the Fannie Farmer cookbook, my go-to when I don't know something off the top of my head. You're going to add 1 pack of dry yeast, 1 1/3 cup warm water. You're going to let that sit for 5 minutes. Make sure it's dissolved and then let stand for 5 minutes. Once your yeast is sat for 5 minutes, you're going to put about 3 to 4 cups of flour in a separate bowl. Then to the yeast, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, and about half of your bowl of flour. Mix the dough. You're going to add the rest of your flour until it's mixed well and the dough holds together into a ball. That's why you're using this attachment on the KitchenAid. It's going to wrap itself around that attachment. So that's pretty much what you want once you're done mixing it in the bowl. Next, after you wash your hands, you're going to flour the countertop. Spread some flour out. Next, you're going to take the dough out. It's kind of sticky and elasticy, which is what you want. Put it on the surface. It's very sticky. Dough. Pretty much rolling it out. All my flour's gone now, but for about 10 minutes you're gonna knead it till it's elasticy like this. Rolling the dough out. Okay, you can lift it. After your dough is done, kneaded out, you're gonna wash your hands. Then you're gonna sprinkle it with some more flour because it's super sticky. And you're going to roll it into a ball before you pop it into the fridge. This is roughly what it's going to look like when you're done rolling it. And what you're going to do is put it into a bowl. Sprinkle it with some olive oil. That's good. That's going to help it rise, and you're going to pop it into the fridge for about 2 hours. I'm going to cover the bowl with plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge, and 2 hours from now you should expect the dough to double in size. Now that the dough rised, you're going to take it out and put it down on like a cutting board because you're going to cut it into 3 even sections. Once you have your first pizza dough, you're going to place it again on your clean counter with flour. You're going to roll it out. Once you get it pretty flat, you're going to pick it up and kind of like knead it out with your hands, like pretty much toss it like a professional pizza maker that you're not, just to like make it look a little bit better. So it's pretty much going to look pretty ugly. Try and fix any holes that like you put in there. It's okay if it looks ugly. It's going to serve the purpose. You're also going to take a fork and poke some holes in there. And I placed mine on this pizza dish here, so that's what we're going to bake it on. And the oven should be preheated to 450. Poke some holes. I'm attempting a stuffed crust pizza. So I put this string cheese. I cut it each in half and kind of rolled it underneath the crust. And I made it into a square shape because it definitely looks a lot better that way. Next, you're going to add some sauce. Spread the sauce out evenly. Someone approves. Next, you're going to add your toppings. I did cheese, some mozzarella, some of this 3 cheese blend, and a little bit of Romano. And then I did half pepperoni. The recipe calls for a little bit of oregano, but my sauce is seasoned already. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of basil leaves on top. There we go. Now you're going to drizzle with a little bit of olive oil over the top. You're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes or so to let it basically come up to room temperature. And then you're going to pop it in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes on 450. Check on the pizza. Don't burn the pizza, you know what I'm saying? Let it cool before you cut it after you take it out of the oven. Super hot. You want the bottom to be golden. You can kind of see. There you go. Cut the pizza. Enjoy the pizza.